Do you ever look in the mirror and think, listen, I've been there, done that. Now here's the thing. Getting older is a privilege. Your girl is officially in her mid 30s, which is crazy because I started the YouTube channel. I was in like my early to mid 20s. So, oh y'all, it's been a journey. But I do want to share with you guys some ways that you can be aging yourself with your makeup. I'm still young. I'm still very much young. However, I am getting older. I want to be like conscious of things I'm doing that could be aging me. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about some ways that you could be aging yourself with your makeup. So the first thing is you want to make sure that you have a proper base. You want to make sure that you're applying a moisturizer that works for you. Now, usually when you're younger, you may have like very, very oily skin, but as you get older, you may notice your skin starts to get drier. That's another reason why like wrinkles, they say people who get wrinkles usually have dry skin. Oily skin just helps to keep the skin moisturized, hydrated, plump, so you don't really get wrinkles. So as you are applying your makeup, it's very important to have a base that works for you. If you still have oily skin, then it makes sense to use a oil-free moisturizer. If your skin is getting drier, you want to make sure you have a proper moisturizer that's going to actually moisturize your skin. The base is super important because anything you build on top of the base, if the base is not solid, if it's cracked, if it's textured, then everything that you put on top of it's going to look crazy. So to have really great makeup, really great youthful makeup, you want to make sure that the base is on point. All right, so next up is the primer. Primer. If you don't know, primer just helps to increase the longevity of your makeup, helps your makeup to last longer. Also helps to, again, it can improve texture, it can make the skin softer, glide on. So you want to make sure you're using a primer that works for you. So I'm going to apply a little bit of primer onto half of my face, and then the other half I'm not going to apply primer to. And it won't be too much of a difference, but the longer I wear the makeup, the more you will be able to see a difference. So when applying a primer, you can apply it all over your face. Just make sure that you're giving some space between your moisturizer and your primer. If you apply your moisturizer and immediately after you apply your primer, you're just mixing your moisturizer and your primer together. You don't want that. You want to be able to apply the moisturizer, allow the moisturizer to sink into your skin, to hydrate your skin. Then after like a minute, bare minimal a minute, then you want to go in with your primer and allow that. So you're building literally layers of moisturizer then primer, as opposed to mixing the moisturizer and primer together on your skin, which will decrease the usefulness of the primer. All right, so another way you can be aging yourself is using the incorrect foundation. Creams are a great foundation. However, if you have extremely wrinkled skin, the cream will settle in your skin. So make sure you're using a foundation that's right for you, whether it's a cream, whether it's a liquid, whether it's a powder. If you have very dry skin, a powder is not going to really work for you because it's just going to really suck up any of the moisture that you already have. It's going to suck that up. So make sure that you're applying a moisturizer that works for your skin. So on this side, I'm going to use a foundation that works for me. And then on this side, I'm going to use a foundation that does not work for me. You guys know I'm old school. I like to apply a little bit of water to my beauty blender just to help to absorb some of that foundation. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start applying it to my face. And I don't apply underneath my eyes. I'll be using concealer for that. But I do like to apply it all over to my face. Making sure to put that foundation into your neckline, blend that in so you don't have a differential line. When it comes to foundation, apply a very small amount first. Y'all, please do not be going like this on your face and applying and then trying to mix it in. It's going to be a mess. And then also, applying this way means you get to control the coverage. You can always apply more foundation if you find that you need it. If you find you need more coverage, you can always apply more foundation. However, if you apply all this foundation on your skin and then you're trying to find a way to blend it out, one, you're wasting product, and two, you probably have too much product on your face. All right, and on this side, I'm going to use a foundation that is not my skin tone. And then applying way too much product that will definitely age you. Again, like I said, you want to apply a little bit and you can always apply more on top of it, but applying a whole lot of foundation and then trying to like blend it out is going to be a nightmare. You know, I don't know anybody that's colored. You know anybody that's a mud color? I don't. So your eyebrows are the window to your eyes to make sure that you are really highlighting your brows. So there are a few ways that you could be aging yourself with your brows. So thicker brows make you look more youthful, make you look more younger. Thin brows tend to age you. So the first way is you want to make sure that you are giving your eyebrows some thickness, especially if you want to not look older than what you are. So here is this brow. And let me show you guys how you can be aging yourself with your brows. So the first thing is, the darker your brows, the better it looks. It provides a contrast on your face. So making your eyebrows too light is one way that you can be aging yourself. And then also making your eyebrows too thin. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm actually starting to flake on this side. I can literally see the little mini flakes happening, whereas I don't have it on this side. And that's because I made sure that I applied a foundation that worked for me. I already didn't apply primer, so I didn't apply primer. I'm using a foundation that is not made for me. It's a very drying foundation, so it's causing me to flake up. You can actually see the flakes on this side. I don't have any flakes on this side. So now we have the brows. You can already see just how I'm starting to already look older just for having super thin brows. That's a vintage look. All right, so another way you can be aging yourself is applying a concealer that is far too light. So on this side, I'm going to be using a appropriate concealer shade for me, which is 1 to 2 shades lighter, nothing crazy. And I'm also going to go light on the concealer. Again, you can always apply more concealer, but you can apply less. So apply a little bit just to the areas that you really need it. If your concealer is creasing throughout the day, one reason why is because you maybe just be applying too much. You apply foundation, so that's one layer. Then you apply like a whole lot of concealer on top of that, and it's even more. So I always recommend just applying a little bit. You can always go in and apply more. And then I will go in with a powder and set it. So I kind of dip it in here just like that, and then I go like this. And it may look like a lot, it's really not a lot, you guys. And then I just kind of push it into the skin, making sure not to move the concealer, like don't rub it. I'm just really just kind of lightly, and it's not a lot, it's not a lot at all. And I'm just kind of lightly pushing it into the skin. All right, so once we have that brushed in, just going in and just kind of brushing, no, like that. And just kind of going in and kind of brushing any excess off. All right, now on this side, we're going to apply a concealer that is far too light. And then I'm also going to do the triangle, which I used to love the triangle back in the day, but let's be real, it's just too much. It's too much product. All right. And now I'm going to take a powder. I just put this powder all over my lap, you guys, like all over my lap. All right, and then I'm gonna set it like this. Okay, so now let's talk about the eyeshadows. So when it comes to makeup that can age you, again, it really depends on your skin type. If you have super dry skin, you do not want to use a powder eyeshadow. Again, powder is going to absorb any moisture. So if you already have super dry skin and you pack on a powder on top of your eyelid, it's just going to make your eyes look more wrinkly. It's going to really take the moisture out of your eyes. So you really want to opt for things like a cream, like a gel, something that's really going to add a little bit of moisture to your eyelid. So on this eye, we're going to do a shimmery shadow. Nothing crazy, y'all. And then dark eyeshadows can also make you look older. If you want to look more youthful, then make sure that you're not opting for really, really dark colors, especially all over the lid, which can definitely age you. So I have like this really dark, it's a pretty color. And then I'm going to kind of brush that out. All right, and now we're going to do the eyeliner. So when it comes to eyeliner, you do not want super thick eyeliner. It is going to detract from your face. All right, so this is a thin line. Now let's do too much eyeliner. Really thick eyeliner will also age you. You want to make sure that your line is not too thick. So let me show you guys. Okay, now I think it's time to dust off this powder. And as you guys can see, I waited too long. It's like already making my skin look super dry. Bottom out. Now when it comes to the bottom line, I actually like the Doyle look better, which is kind of like a lighter shade, which I think will make your eyes look more awake and more open, which you kind of want as you get older, because it's going to give you that bright-eyed look. Just like that. And see how it just opens up my eyes more. And then just so you know, if you are a darker skin shade, opt for a cream under eyeliner as opposed to a white. A white is just going to be really stark on your face and may just be too bright. So I highly recommend like a champagne color, a nude color. Try to stay away from the white bottom eyeshadow if you are a darker color, if you don't want it to be really, really stark on the face. So now that I have a little bit of lightness underneath the eye, then I'm going to go in with some mascara and just apply that so you guys can see how much of an open eye, how it makes my eyes just look more brighter. Okay. And then applying a black underneath your eye is really going to aid you. If you love black eyeliner underneath your eye, make sure that you are smoking it out with the brush. You do not just want to line your bottom line and make it really thick. So you can kind of see already. Now it is lash time. I love lashes. I feel like lashes just make your eyes look bigger and brighter. But when it comes to applying lashes, make sure you are applying lashes that are more of a wispy, they're more fluttery. Make sure they're not like too thick. You want to make sure they're more on the wispier side. These lashes are more of a wispy. They're short at the beginning, they get longer at the end, and then they're kind of fluffy. This is a great lash to make your eyelashes look more bright and open. Additionally, ones that are fluttery like this, where you can see they have like they're wispy, as opposed to something like this, which is kind of going to be really too thick. So I'm going to show you guys what I mean. And this is a beautiful lash. Don't get me wrong, it's a gorgeous lash, but it is a little too big. All right, so can you guys already see like how this just looks more youthful than this one? So now let's talk about the blush. So when I apply blush, I like to take a little bit of it and then kind of do it in an angle. So I'm almost doing it in a upward direction, just like that. And that's going to be more flattering to the skin. Now I applied a little bit too much blush for my liking. So I'm going to just go in with a bigger brush and then just kind of diffuse it. If you have super dry skin, I recommend going in with a cream blush. It really gives like a natural glow. I recommend something like that. So it's going more in the upward direction. It's going to give me more of a facelift. Now the wrong way to apply a blush, well, there's no wrong way to apply blush, but a way that you could be aging yourself with your blush is by using too much blush and not doing the proper placement. So smiling and then applying it to the apples of your cheeks. So doing it this way, you guys can kind of see. I'm going to show you what I mean. When I'm applying blush a little heavier than usual, so you can kind of tell what I mean. This gives me more of a dimension, and this does not. It's too much blush on the apples of my cheeks. So you really want to go this way as opposed to this way. Because when you go this way, the lines this way is going to make your face look wider. Whereas this is going to give you more of a face lift. So now let's talk about the contour. So your girl used to go crazy with the contour. I love contour, but I don't apply a lot of contour these days. I feel like I don't need a heavy amount. So again, when it comes to contour, you can do a cream, you can do a powder. For this video, I'm going to be doing a powder because it's just easier for me. But if you have dry skin, I highly recommend substituting the powder for a cream. A great cream that I absolutely love and I use often is 50 Sticks. This is one of my favorite contours, and cream has a longer longevity than a powder. So then when it comes to my contour, again, I do it just like blush. I apply at an angle. I do not do a lot of contour. Now I'm going a little bit more. Apply layers. Applying layers in makeup is going to look way more natural than a harsh contrast. My nose. I don't do a lot with my nose. A little bit on my forehead just to bring some dimension back into my face. Now, when it comes to how you can be aging yourself, taking a lot of concealer and having the eraser stripe, that's a dead giveaway. But then not applying it like this, but applying it more like, you know, let's do a smaller brush. Going in with this powder, sucking it in, and then doing it like that. And I used to do this as well, where I would contour like this, like a circle. I don't do that anymore. Now I just kind of carve out my natural face dimension. So going in the cheek like that, to the nose, just too much of a daggone contour. And we can kind of tell the difference between this side and this side. Now let's talk about the lips. Now overlining your lips is another way that can aid you. So look real closely. this lip looks higher, right? My lips look almost like crooked, right? Because what I did, I took the lip liner and I kind of just did it more on this side to get the lips more of a dimension, but it's not a crazy defined dimension. So let me show you guys a way that you could be aging yourself by over defining your lips. And this side. I just misted some setting spray on my face. I was not recording then. So let's talk about highlighter, because highlighter is also very important. It can add a natural glow to your skin, but you don't want to overdo it because again, it can age you. All right, so I'm going to take this shimmer color right here and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone. A shimmer is just going to apply a little bit of a natural eye lift, and then on the cheeks I'm going to do just a little bit as well, not a lot, just enough to when the sun naturally hits my face we kind of have that little glow. Now, how do you apply too much? Oh girl, you can absolutely apply too much. Let's talk about it. So when it comes to glitter, glitter is going to bring attention to stuff. So if you have wrinkles or if you have dry skin, it's just going to accentuate that even more. So I have large pores, so a way that I'm going to make my pores look even larger is by applying glitter like this. See, like the chunks are pretty large. This is also going to make you look older because it's really going to settle. You have like large pores. You kind of see like it's already starting to settle into my pores, and it's just going to make me look older, and you don't want that. You don't want that. All right, so this is ways that you can be aging yourself. Now this look, I don't think it looks awful. I think the under eye powder looks terrible, but other than that, it's not like the worst thing ever, right? Too thick eyeliner, lashes that don't flatter your face, overly defined lips, as well as just blush placement, contour placement, highlight placement, as well as the type products, right? Those are things that could be aging you when it comes to your makeup. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know down below in the comments. Thumbs up this video, it helps me to do more videos. And then let me know in the comments, like, is there any things that you've noticed that kind of age you as well? Let me know down below. I want to know. I'm going to read the comments. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in my very next video. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay beautiful, and of course, stay blessed. Bye.